Hey guys, it's Amanda with Seven Sparrows. Today we are talking about seed time, but today we are specifically focusing on the various plans, who it's good for, and what the upgrades have been and what's coming down the pike, because there's a lot. Let me start with the good stuff. Seed time's free. Free to use their calendar app that will help you plan out when to do all the things, and their task manager and their journal and all that kind of stuff. You do not need to pay anything. You just need to sign up with them. And there's a link in the description. However, they do have two paid versions, and I am on their basic paid version. So let me explain the difference. So this screen that we're looking at right now is their calendar view. And this is where you're going to input the crops that you want to grow. When you do that, like when I come up here and click add crop, if you have the free version, what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to pick from their common crops. Now you see that I have your custom crops up here at the top. Those are ones that I was able to add in because I have their basic paid version. So being able to add custom crops and custom varieties is one of the upgrades of having a paid version. So that is one thing. Another thing that is an upgrade of the paid version is the layout feature. So we talked about this in another video. The layout feature that allows you to drop your crops in so that you know where you're going to put various things. And that includes the companion planting and all that kind of stuff. That is part of the paid features, either basic or unlimited. So that's something that you want to know. Another thing that is part of the basic paid version is the store. Now, you can use the store without being a paid Seedtime customer, and it's great, and it's got good stuff, but you are going to get 20% off if you are one of their store members. And that's a great deal. It's a great deal. So just for that, it's kind of worth it. Now, what about the unlimited? Okay, so I don't have the unlimited. I have not upgraded to that, but there are some things that are involved in the unlimited. One of those is this inventory function. I'll click on it, but you'll see that I don't have access to it. Now, if you are running a market garden, if you are intensively putting amendments into your beds and you need to be able to keep up with how much of a supply you have of something, if you want to be able to track your garden's outputs. Now, that is something that's coming down the pike, I think is going to be in the unlimited version. I'm not sure about that yet, but being able to track, like, okay, well, this version of potatoes put out 60 pounds and this version of potatoes put out 40 pounds, like that sort of thing is going to be coming out pretty soon. Another thing that's involved in the unlimited version, you see how I have my garden up here. If you want to have more than one garden space, you need to have the unlimited version. And it's not insanely expensive. Like, it's not a crazy difference in amount. So I will say that. So if you need those things, it's worth it. Also, Seedtime is starting to incorporate some AI elements, like with their companion planting and a couple other little things. They're incorporating AI. And so the unlimited has unlimited AI credits. If you know the way that AI is going, like you sort of purchase your ability to use or ask questions or get it to process things. The other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is why I chose to upgrade, because I used the free version for a few years before I went ahead and upgraded. And the thing that made me make the change was the layout feature. I mean, that's really what did it for me. I wanted to be able to get a handle on not just where stuff was going, but how many plants I needed to fill a given space. That's the thing. So like if I come over here to my layout, you see how that little 44 popped up under the corn? That's how many corn plants are there. So I know when I'm starting my seeds, oh, if I'm going to need, 2 blocks of 44, I'm going to need to start, somewhere between 80 and 100 corn seedlings, or, well, okay, so people normally direct seed corn, but you understand what I'm saying. Like, it helps me to pre-plan when I'm starting seed, or even if you're buying at the nursery, it tells you how much you need to buy, because there's nothing worse than having plants and having nowhere to put them. Like, that just feels sad. Anyway, I feel like the basic version is totally worth it. I could foresee situations in which the unlimited one was worth it, and I wanted to give you guys kind of a breakdown between the two. I hope that was helpful.